Good evening.
Evening.
How is everybody? We're on day 2. Today we're going to tell you a little bit about why we got started and a little bit about our journey. So if you're watching on replay, please just comment replay just to let us know that you're watching this on replay. But yeah, that's what I mean.
We were going to do this singly, but we decided to. We decided to.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that.
We decided to do it joint in the end. There's a few that we'll do singly, but we decided that joint is probably best. So
because it ties in with each other, doesn't it? So
yeah.
There are things that
anything
we can
that we
both...
forget, we can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
In. But then each version is different, I suppose.
Absolutely. You can correct me when I'm wrong.
So we're coming to tell you our story and why we got started, because I think people just look at you posting stuff on social media and they just think, oh, what has she got herself into, or what has he got herself into, and it's not like that at all. And we just wanted to explain that to you, really. And I was watching on social media. I was a new mum, second time round, and I really didn't want to go back to work after having my second. My first child, she didn't want me to go back to work either, and she was dreading it. You could tell, to the point that when it got to Christmas, she knew I was going back to work after the Christmas, and as soon as she saw Christmas stuff going into the shops, she wasn't excited about Christmas. She was then upset because I was going back to work. So that was how much I wanted to stay at home, and I didn't do it straight away, but I did do that. So I'm going to go into that now. So it was just before my birthday. I was watching a few posts. I'd been watching her for a while. She'd done something else and then she started something new, and I was watching her and I was like, well, look, she's earning money. She's showing that she's earning money. And I showed Wayne, and then all of a sudden I was just like, it's free to join. I just did it. But at the time, for that, I wasn't in the frame of mind to push that further. I did push it, but it wasn't my thing because the products weren't really me. It wasn't something that I was passionate about. So I did it and I pushed myself, and I got a taste for it. I got the taste for what it could do, and I could see that was going to take me further. And I could see that was going to be my ticket to staying at home as long as I worked it. And I worked it, but because it wasn't me, I wasn't passionate enough about it, so it didn't show. So I changed companies. I watched a webinar, and there was something in that company that I knew that was for me. I knew that was going to change my view and my life, and it did. And it changed who I was. It pushed me to become a better person. It pushed me to do videos. We didn't have live straight away, did we? It was more videos. And then it pushed me to do self-development, to do quite a lot of stuff that I'd not done before. I mean, we got into decent routines around the home. It just fitted, and we knew that that's what we wanted to do. And
You know.
I knew, because, alright, sorry, before I found this, I actually had Wayne, well, this is not working, you're going to have to go back to work, when are you going to start earning some money, you're getting pocket money, it's not worth it. So I had the sceptical husband, and this is the bit that I always forget, because he does it with me now. I always forget to tell it. So yeah, I had the sceptical husband, so I would get that, oh, what are you doing? I would get it all, and I joined the new company, and he used the products with me, and we both got results. So that started to change his opinion, and he would at least refer people through our results.
Do you know what? Listen, let me just stop you a minute. Let me save the life. So I would be that husband, right, that didn't agree with what was going on. I was like, oh God, what have you got yourself into? But I was that husband who was sat on the sofa next to, opposite. I would be sit there watching the football while she's got some sort of team training or something like that on. And you know, I used to listen to this bald Mancunian guy rabbit on about how he's talking about linear income, he's talking about residual income. You know, linear income, going to work, you get paid. You don't go to work, you're not getting paid. You know, and this guy was talking about these sorts of things, and then he's talking about residual income, where you do something once, you do it really, really well, and it sort of gets paid over and over and over and over. And so I'm starting to think to myself, hang on a minute, this sounds okay. This sounds all right. This sounds a bit of me. And that's when I started taking note of what was going on. I was listening to these. I'm not even in the business. I'm not really that supportive husband like I should have been. And I was starting to come round to the thought process of actually, you know, I could be an electrician. I love my job and I love my customers and I've got no problem being an electrician. But mid-30s now, let's be real, there won't be a retirement age when I get to that age. So do I want to be crawling around in someone's loft at like 85, 90? The answer's no. So this was then something that I could look at of doing in my spare time to support my wife and actually earn money from, get her out of work like she's already said, and still do work. This is part-time for me. I do this around what I currently do. Husband, dad, 2 young children, you know, I still find the time to do this. And that is why I decided to get involved. How about that? Is that good? It's true though. That is the truth.
We actually went away with some of the team, and that's what got him started as well. We did. We went away in December, didn't we? Yeah, that was nice. That kind of cemented things for him, I think. That and the fact that I then
didn't we, down,
had got a few cool. Promotions as well. So I'd already got some success, and then he wanted to jump on the bandwagon and join in. So if you're watching, drop your favourite emoji in the comments.
If you're watching live, yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I was attracted to the money side of things, and I'm going to hold my hands up and admit that. I think we both were. You know, I think most people are, if they're being honest with you. And that was something that I saw that I thought, you know what, this could actually work for us. You know, this could, you could get out of work. I could support you when I get chance. And we've been able to do that. And, you know, it's only when you start getting involved that you think, well, actually, my product could help somebody, you know, and you hear it all the time. That, you know, someone complaining about something, whether it's money, whether it's their job, whether it's their boss, whether they're ill, they're sick, they've got something that's wrong, and you've got product that could help them, and it then becomes a knock-on effect of the more people you're helping, the more money you're getting.
And I think for us, we always recommending Wayne's an electrician, so
absolutely,
he's always recommending other electricians, plumbers.
I'm never recommending another electrician. Come on.
If you can't do a job, you do. Builders. I'm like, being a mum. Yeah. You're always recommending something that can help somebody. So
whether it's a estate agent, a restaurant, anything like that.
Well, the obvious thing is, if there's something that you love, why not get paid for doing that? Like, some people have like a misillusion with it, that they think that it's a bad thing. Like, you're sending people to Tesco's and you're putting money in the company's pocket. Like, you could do that for yourself, so that then that does buy your child's football lessons or swimming lessons, or just put a bit of extra food on the table, or an experience. Like, absolutely. Our children love to go to the zoo, so we like to take them to as many. We've made it to try and go to as many different ones as possible. Well, a family of 4, that costs money, and if your earnings just amount for your mortgage and your day-to-day living, you need to find extra to do those things. So that's what we're saying. That's what this is doing, and that's what that's what I bought in for to join to start with. That's what I saw. The next half of our story tells you why we've now got a much bigger vision. So I think, to be honest, we're done for tonight, aren't we?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, like I said, I decided to get involved purely to help you to start with, but it's not until you get involved that you actually realise, actually, this could change my life. You know, that's essentially what I now want to do. And, you know, and we'll go into that further tomorrow, but it's not just about us now. It's not. And that's something that I love about this industry. I think I will touch on that tomorrow, because there's no more rewarding industry than this industry. Because, no, I'm not going to go any further, because it is for tomorrow night. But that is just what I wanted to touch on as to why I decided to do this.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night we'll tell you a bit more as to what we've achieved while we've been doing it, and
absolutely,
and
what it's done for us, where we're going,
it's done for us,
you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's very, very rewarding when the more people you help, the more the industry helps you.
And I think when you get that light bulb moment of, whoa, hold on a minute, this is what I can do here, this is what I can do, not this is what will happen if I do this, this and this. I can make this happen, and I can help others to make it happen as well. And once you get that light bulb moment, there is something inside of you that you won't stop until you make it happen.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Tune in tomorrow, see where we're going.
Bye.
Night.